Hi everyone, it's Yuna, and today I wanted to talk about Persona 5X. This is probably going to be the first of very many videos that I make on this game, and I'm very excited to talk about this topic. I've been having so much fun. I've logged dozens and dozens of hours in the last week, and I have a lot to say, so I'm going to say it. Thank you so much for being here. Our first character that is limited is Joker. It's really exciting that they started off with Joker, but uh, we're going to talk today about if, in my opinion, Joker is worth summoning for, and we're going to talk about first his passive, which is the Awareness 0. Then we're going to read his skills. Then we're going to read his weapon. I'm not going to make any judgments until everything like that is done, and then I'll explain my thoughts, some pros and cons, and uh, I'll make and I'll kind of wrap it up all at the end. So first up is Joker. Here's his persona Arsene. His awareness 0 says that at the end of the action, gain 1 Will of Rebellion stack for each foe, less than 60% HP at up to 5 stacks. When Will of Rebellion reaches 3 stacks, gain an extra action. An additional extra action cannot be gained during the extra action. Extra actions do not affect the duration of effects within turn limits. At the end of an extra action, spend 3 Rebellion stacks. Can gain 1 Will of Rebellion stack per foe per battle. Then, his first skill is Trickster's Plunder. So Joker is a AoE curse character. So going into that, we're starting with an AoE skill. We deal curse damage to all foes equal to however much attack. 20% chance to inflict curse. Also gain 1 stack of Will of Rebellion. His second skill is a single target skill that deals curse damage to 1 foe, and when only 1 foe is present, gain 2 stacks of Will of Rebellion. His third skill says deal curse damage to all foes. When used on an extra action, increase damage by 25%. When attacking foes with debuffs, increase damage by 25% more. Then he can unlock these other 2 passive abilities. Increase the attack by 6% for each Will of Rebellion stack, and increase damage on extra turns by 24%. His highlight, which I'm probably going to call a super a million times, deals curse damage to all foes and gains 1 stack of passive. His one more deals curse damage to 1 foe. His melee attack does physical, and his ranged attack is gun damage. So moving forward, I'm probably not going to read the melee and ranged attack because that's pretty standard. Next, we're going to read his weapon. Phoenix Dagger is the name of Joker's weapon. It says, increase attack. After gaining Will of Rebellion stacks, increase Ren's curse damage by 10% for 2 turns. Stacks up to 3 times. At 3 or more Will of Rebellion stacks, increase Ren's next damage by 23%. So what do I think about Joker? He is strong. He's obviously strong. Some pros about Joker is that he's the best curse unit in the game, absolutely, bar none. All the content is geared towards him. He is a story mode sweeper, and he's definitely better than Sepia, the 4-star curse equivalent. In my opinion, some cons about Joker are that he has bad value in the long term. Events Joker excels in right now will cycle out. Story stomp characters historically have been like faster to phase out than other characters in a lot of gacha games too, especially because story stomp characters kind of just like do damage. Gacha games generally really incentivize min-max build crafting, and I feel like in the future, Joker may be difficult to fit on a team just because the other teams might just be more cohesive. Relatively, Joker in that sense is bad value, unless you're really pressed about curse damage. There are definitely more curse characters coming, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Sepia is an interesting character. I'm gonna make a video where I kind of deep dive into I'm gonna make a video for every character and talk about what I think about them. But for now, a brief comparison between the two of them. Sepia is a lot more like wonky. He's a lot more difficult to kind of get a hang of, be aware of what's entirely going on. He has a lot of RNG in his kit. He doesn't really do very much damage, but he provides a lot of utility. So that's kind of the main thing, right? Utility, I find, is a lot more important than damage, because characters that do damage are just going to do damage. They're not going to live. They're not going to heal. They're not going to support. They're just going to do damage. So for that reason, should you summon for Joker? In my opinion, I don't think so. I think Joker is a swing and a miss for first character in Persona 5X. I'm aware that they buff him on the other versions of the game that are ahead, where you're going to be stuck with a character for a year that sucks. I've played on the Taiwan server briefly. I find that a lot of the characters they release in the future are actually a lot more interesting in terms of their play styles and their team compositions. I think there are a lot of really interesting characters coming, and I think Joker's in comparison is kind of lame. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!